Are you guys angry? Yeah! No, that's not angry. Are you guys angry? Yes! Before we say anything else today, I want to let you know, we did not lose in court today because Paul Weiss and Kramer Levin let us down, and we did not lose in court today because those couples didn't courageously put their lives and stories on the line for us. Before we say anything else, let's give them a big round of applause and bring them up here on the stage. It's my pleasure to introduce to you Susan Sommer from Lambda and James Essex from the ACLU and the couples who represented us in court for the last 2 years.
Hi, my name is Donna Freeman Tweed, and I had hoped to be here today in celebration, but instead I'm here. I'm very sad and I'm very hurt by the decision that the court made. I felt a personal affront, like I had been slapped in the face, that our families didn't matter, our families weren't important enough. But I'm going to take that pain, that hurt, and turn it into positive action. We're going to go and lobby our legislators, we're going to call them, we're going to write them, we're going to show up in their offices, and we're going to demand that we have equal marriage.
On a warm night just like this in June of 1979, on 15th Street up here, I met Billy O'Connor and we fell in love. And that for me says it all. We're terribly disappointed. We were two of the many plaintiffs who surround us here in this lawsuit that's been going on for the past few years, and repeating myself, we're terribly disappointed. Who out here, when I moved to New York, I came here from the Midwest. I'm from Missouri. Billy's a native New Yorker, that kind of rare thing. But when I moved here in the early 70s, New York was running this whole campaign. I think that was the beginning of it, about that time, the I Love New York campaign. And I thought about it, and I thought about it a lot this morning on the way to the press conference. And I have to say, I still love New York, but I'm beginning to think we should start a new campaign that says, I love New York with a question mark. I'm not going to leave this state. I'm not moving to Massachusetts. I can't move to Canada, Belgium, Holland, Spain, the other intelligent places that have equality. I love this state too much. I choose to be here. But I'm going to work with all of you to change this state. It is not over. This issue isn't going away. We're going to win it. I grew up in the 50s, a long time ago for some of you young people out there, and those were pretty dark days. And if we remember the 50s and the 60s, it was a difficult period. Being here in front of Stonewall is most impressive to me, what was accomplished there. But way back in the 50s, my generation, we had the police arresting us at all time, calling us criminals. We had our priests hearing our confessions and telling us we were sinners.
Still do.
We had the psychiatrist analyzing us and telling us we were sick. Well, we've come a long way from those days. A long way from those days. And we're going to go even further. I understand in the police department of New York City, I understand there are more than 500, maybe reaching 1,000 out policemen and women. That's progress. I know have come out and now are members of Dignity. Things do change. And let's face it, most of the shrinks in this town are gay anyway, if they're any good. So I ask you to join with me. I think we have to keep working. I'm not going to give up on New York State. I'm a proud New Yorker. I was also thinking that when the state needs me, they get me every year when I have to pay my taxes. We don't complain. We know they're among the highest in the country, but we don't complain. When New York State needs me on a jury, I show up, I'm there. When New York State wants me to obey the traffic laws, I even do that most of the time. So I will conclude on that. I ask us all that we join together. We know we lost today. It makes us sad, it makes us disappointed, and it makes us angry. We now have to turn to the legislature, and I think we will do it. I think we have to make our voices count, and we must join together, and we will win this one. Thank you.